The great question. How do you get Linus to move? Well, you throw food on the ground. Get it, boy. Nope, that didn't work. All right, we'll be back for him later. Yesterday, this happened. I painstakingly planted the entire town, including the areas that aren't normally accessible. The river, the mountains, everything. And because this took me so long and I enjoyed the process so much, I figured we'd just go ahead and take this yet another step further. Today, we're doing the entire map. I'm talking everything, everywhere. And conveniently, since we're at the end of summer, we're just going to move it into fall, at which point we can do the Sweet Gem Berries. I've always wondered what the entire map of Sweet Gem Berries would look like, how much it would be worth. I'm thinking tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of gold. And if you don't believe me, this pretty much speaks for itself. This is the beach. This is the ocean. We can plant the ocean today. It's going to be worth a lot of gold. Every hoeable space in the entire game is about to be turned into a Sweet Gem Berry. I might even fertilize it too, just because I can. But first things first, it's still the 25th of summer. Thanks for the good times, whoever's in my house. Oh yeah, it was Harvey. The airplanes give it away. This is going to be quite a process. One of the things about this too is that since we're doing the Sweet Gem Berries, everything here is still alive. Since we're doing the Sweet Gem Berries, we're going to have to make them grow, and that's going to take over 20 days to do, so we don't have a lot of room for error on this one. We're going to have to basically hoe it all today, plant it all today, also fertilize it, then water it every day moving forward. Hopefully nothing weird happens along the way. Not entirely sure. I guess these just keep growing in any season because of the mods I have, so I'm going to have to clear these out. And now that I'm thinking about it, I learned from yesterday, we want to check to make sure things work before we dive into this too far. One thing I can't help but notice right away is my tractor radius isn't big enough right now. So I'm going to turn this up to about 10 to make this process easier because I've got an unimaginable amount of things to plant today. The tractor radius has been adjusted. That's going to make planting a lot easier. I am going to start right here at the beach. Sweet Gem Berries from here, we'll probably move into town after that, work our way all around the map. The farm is actually the last area I'm going to do, and I'll explain why later. Also, I had another mod created for this today to make it a little bit easier because I'm learning every day how to make things easier. The new mod does this. Hoes everything for me, that way I don't have to do it painstakingly tile by tile. It should remove and hoe everything in existence. I did, however, notice yesterday that where Alex was walking, it didn't hoe those spaces, so you gotta watch out for NPCs, but anyways, look how easy this is. All I gotta do is fertilize and plant it now. We can go all around the map fairly easily. And that's partially also why the last space I'm gonna hoe is gonna be my farm. Because it clears everything. I don't want it to clear my tractor barns. It might potentially do that. It might clear the chests. It might do all sorts of weird things, so I'm not gonna do that just yet. Already gone through a stack of fertilizer. This mod was given to me with a warning. Use with care. Which I ignored. Already, I'm starting to get the scope of exactly how big this crop is going to be, considering I've already gone through 3 stacks of fertilizer now and I'm not even done the first area. I've got another 10, 12 areas to go, something like that. Each one bigger than the last. You know, if I was really smart, I would have had a mod made that grows crops instantly too. There is one like that with the CJB Cheats menu, but you actually have to click and it does about 9 crops at a time, and I'm just not going to manually click 9 crops at a time for this entire thing. I just don't have the time for that. So if you've ever been curious what the beach looks like with every hoeable spot planted with rare seeds, well, there you go. In 20-something days, these are going to turn into the Sweet Gem Berry and be worth a whole bunch of money. And the best part is, that took so very little time. I'm a little concerned as to why I was left with 3 things of fertilizer. I guess because I was mixing those 2. That makes sense. Okay, moving on. Let's do town. I want to see if this mod will clear out all of yesterday's crap. I don't want these summer crops anymore. Yep, perfect. There it goes. I like this mod. Wonder if it removes NPCs too. That would be awesome. Already, I screwed it up. Because I'm on the tractor, it laid the rare seeds down before I wanted them to, so whoops, we'll just go ahead and get rid of those and do it the proper way this time. There we are. Now, the planting begins. There's going to be a lot of mistakes that I'm not even going to show you guys. You guys were lucky seeing that one. While this mod does make it a lot easier to do, a lot quicker, it's still going to take a long time because I've got to do every area in existence and I've got to make sure I get every little edge like that. It's going to be a time-consuming process, so yay, another fun day for me. Here's the town done. Looks good. Now let's do the bus stop. We've never done the bus stop before, so this is going to be fun. It actually has quite a bit of hoeable space in it, but we can't forget this area over here. It even hoes the upper part too, and the tunnel. We're going to plant stuff in the tunnel. Pretty sure these like to grow in the dark? Yeah, they actually do. All right. A little bit of fertilizer and a little bit of dark plants. Oh, and they're even going way over there. It'd actually be really cool if something weird would grow in here because it's in the dark. That means we should move on to the carpenter shop, which even has some leftover melons from yesterday because I'm a careless planter. There we go. That looks better. Everything looks watered here for some reason. But I'm okay with that because if I have to press one less button through this whole process, then I'm winning. Everything here actually looks different. The fertilizer looks different. I'm not sure if that's because the dirt is darker or why that is. Maybe someone can explain that to me, but the fertilizer definitely looks different than it does in other areas. And I screwed it up. I laid some seeds down unfertilized, so we're going to restart the whole process. I was hoping the pick would unpick the seeds, but it actually doesn't. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that and to start the whole process one more time. Luckily, it's not too painful because I can just nicely drive the tractor around with a radius of 10. Still time consuming, but a lot less tedious than it was yesterday. I was going insane. Yeah, something about this dirt makes the seeds look different. I think it's just a little bit darker, but we're going to do inside the mines now. Only the main floor I should note because I don't think I can do down in the mines. I think it's all going to reset anyway. I'm not really sure. And since we're in the neighborhood, we've got to do this part and we've got to do this part carefully because if I screw this up, I've got to go back through around to the bus stop and do that part. I think I've done it. Mission accomplished. It's hard to remember to do the edges that are outside the map because you don't normally even look at those. I actually thought the mountain would be a little more hoeable, especially up in this area because there's so much space that's basically unused, but it's actually mostly just around the train tracks, including the train tracks themselves. And I'm not really sure what's going to happen at the mountain summit, but we do get this little bit. Perfect. And it looks like a Christmas tree. While we're in a neighborhood, we might as well do the bathhouse. I figure if I'm going to do every area, I might as well do every area. We're going to very slowly tractor around in here because we're not allowed to run. Unless I use my no clipping mod, in which case I still move very slowly. Well, that's kind of annoying. Nothing can ever be easy. There we go. I'm very proud of this part. I guess that means we also have to do things like Linus's tent. Is Linus's tent even hoeable in any... Yep, we got some in Linus's tent. Finally putting some use to this little pile of garbage. Well, I think it's about time we tackle the biggest area in existence, the woods around Barney's ranch. This is definitely going to have far and away the most seeds in existence. And we have to do everything. The river, the ocean, the land, the out of bounds areas, Marnie's house itself, everything. In case you're wondering what this big area looks like all planted, that's what it is, soon to be grown. And with Marnie's house done, that is everything in this area. Secret Woods, I did Leah's house, so we're going to move on to the sewers. Not sure if the mutant bug layer is going to keep the seeds, should I plant them, so I'm just going to go for it anyway because hey, why not? The monsters are going to get in the way, so I'm going to let them start flying around maybe. You know what? I'm just going to kill them all. I'll fly around with the tractor with his sword. This stuff's probably not going to stick around for very long anyway, but if this area does manage to stay planted though, it's actually considerable size. I got to redo that one more time. More fertilizer. I also keep misclicking and pressing the H button, which undoes all my progress. And that's something I'm really worried about doing later once these are already grown. I don't want to lose the progress once these start growing because that's a huge amount of work. Whoops. And done the desert. Can't forget my favorite area in the game. And now the part that I've been looking forward to least of all is doing all the individual houses throughout town itself. Mostly because I gotta go in and out of each one, reho, it's all just a lot of tedious clicking and stuff. The Joja Mart would be the last thing in town I need to do, but because it's closed, I don't need to do it. I've done every house, I've done every area I can think of except my farm. I haven't done that yet because I don't want to clear out my tractor barns yet. Looking around the map, I hope I haven't missed anywhere. I don't think I have. I've done all of the desert, the mountain, the witch's swamp, the quarry, the mines, the beach, the forest. I think that means I can finally do my own farm and then move on. We'll water these every day, wait till they're grown, harvest them, and I don't know, just, yeah. Before I clear my tractor barns, we are going to sit up here and summon the tractor, and I'm going to be sitting on it this entire time because I don't want it to disappear at this point. I really need my tractor. Oh, the tractor barns do stay here. And the pig barn. Well, the pig barn can probably just stay there. The horse is taking a valuable room. Let's move him to a better spot. You stay up here for a while. I guess since we have a pig barn on our farm, we might as well do the inside. Yeah, that'll work. And the final area to do, of course, is my house. That looks much better. Finally a proper use for my very own home. I can't even begin to tell you how much fun that was. So much fun. As long as the game doesn't crash within the next 30 seconds, I'll be happy. One more look at the map to really think about all the areas I could have, should have, would have done, and I really do think I got them all. I was pretty thorough for once. Alright, I'm going to save, go to bed that is, and then all my progress will hopefully be saved. As long as the game doesn't crash overnight, I'll be happy. It's taking a very long time to save. One day later, the game gives me all my tools back because I threw them out to make room, and I realize I've already made a mistake. I forgot to water my stuff yesterday. One day down. It turns out that's not going to be the end of the world because I'm pretty sure these crops will just grow endlessly into any season, but I still want to do it within fall. These long saves overnight are actually going to kill me. They're taking forever and I've got to do this a bunch of times. But at least I have easy viewing for when the crops are actually ready because they're growing inside my house. Well, here we go. Looks like we're ready to go the 23rd of fall. This is what your house looks like, full of sweet gem berries. This is what your farm looks like. Crows are having a field day here. Hopefully they're not anywhere else in the world. They shouldn't be. Let's go have a look. The bus stop looking better than ever. Curiously, there are a few spots missing, but I think those are actually rocks or just unhoeable spots. The town, better than ever. The beach is looking good. The ocean's gonna make me a lot of money today. I just want to make sure that the things inside people's houses actually grew too. They should have. I don't foresee an issue with that. I need to change the time though, not that. I need to be really, really careful again not to hit that H button right now or it's going to undo a lot of effort. Curious. The stuff inside the houses hasn't grown at all yet. I'm thinking the water everything doesn't work if the crops are inside houses. So whatever, these people are just going to have crops inside their houses for a long time. Unless I want to make them manually grow, which I guess I have to if I'm technically making every crop in Stardew Valley available for my plants. So yay, more work. Is it weird that I enjoy doing this so much? I just like the fact that I'm planting crops everywhere and how much money it's going to be worth. Look at them all. The wizard wishes he could do this. Right now, I want to go check in the mutant bug layer to see if those seeds did hang out. I suspect at this point they're probably still there. They probably just haven't grown because none of the seeds inside have grown. The sewers, seeds, not grown. The mutant bug layer is here but not grown, which is really, really unfortunate right now. I guess the only thing really left to do at this point would be to start harvesting this all. I am going to eat a farmer's lunch before I do this, that way I get the absolute most gold quality sweet gem berries that I can. And we're going to see how many ridiculous millions of gold we get for all this. If it wasn't for the plants not growing inside houses, this idea would actually be pretty straightforward and easy, but the inside of the houses is really killing me right now. I really don't want to have to make those grow, but I'm just going to have to suffer through it. So without further ado, not what I wanted. Eat the farmer's lunch. There we go. We picked a few of those, but that's fine. Jump on the tractor, hit the scythe, and harvest. Now we just got to do this around everywhere ever. And the game has crashed apparently. Wait, no, here we go. We caught up again. Not sure what that was, but the game did not like when the gust of wind came through. And the greenhouse. That was fast. Even the mushroom cave didn't properly work, which is fine, but here we go. Well, at least it's pretty easy to do. For whatever reason, the pig barn did work, so I'm okay with that. I did try and find a mod where I could ship to my shipping bin from anywhere, but I couldn't really find one that was recent or updated, so I'm pretty much just going to clear out my entire farm of all these and throw everything in the bin. It's just going to be a lot of warping back and forth to the bin, but for a while, I'm going to have fun harvesting. Basement didn't work. That's not the end of the world. All I got to do is go like this, and I'll even harvest as I go. We know that already we've got tens of millions of sweet gem berries on us, and we're not even close to done yet. This value is going to be ridiculous. Maybe we can harvest Pam too while we're at it. Get on the tractor. How long do my lucky lunches last? My farmer's lunches? We got another 3.5 minutes. Why am I talking to her? I used to be young once. Hard to believe, huh? Time goes fast when you grow up. It seems to be activating Pam when I swing my pick near her. Not my pick, my scythe. She doesn't like me trying to chop her down. We'll move into this area. You know, at least my backpack isn't filling up super fast because we can only get 3 varieties of this one thing. So that at least is making it a little bit easier. I just realized I missed the bus tunnel. We gotta go back there. But did the things inside grow? They did not. So, okay, we're going to start over here and just kind of do this. One of the hardest parts is actually going to be remembering where I planted everything too. I've got to once again cover every single area, like the bathhouse, the mountain summit, areas I wouldn't normally consider. This is probably actually my favorite area on the map. Mostly because it just looks so unique and it's so rarely visited by anyone. This is definitely going to be one of the more annoying areas to do, simply because it's such a big area. The mutant bug layer is going to be worse, but I'm just trying not to think about that right now. Oh, and the witch's swamp is also going to be a lot of fun because none of these grew, and it's a pretty big area, so yep. You know what, in the end, that wasn't so bad. I've done far worse things. I can use these ones to pay for the next children doving. These NPCs are going to get super annoying. Anytime I go near them with my scythe out to harvest things, it wants to interact with them, so I need to talk to all of the NPCs while I'm already doing a monumental task. I'm basically just going to continually eat the farmer's lunches so I don't forget at any point and run out, because it'd be very easy to overlook that little detail. They only last for about 5.5 minutes, and the more of these I pick without the farmer's lunch, the less money I make overall. And since I'm going for it, I might as well go all in. That is about the entire mountain area, with the exception of the Linus sweet gem berry, which I can't harvest right now because he's standing there. Actually, I might be able to pluck that away. Linus, let it go. the most valuable thing in his life and he wants to eat it. That's okay. He can have that one for now. I'll be back for it. I still need to do the carpenter shop, unfortunately. The great question. How do you get Linus to move? Well, you throw food on the ground. Get it, boy. Nope, that didn't work. All right, we'll be back for him later. And all of town, which wouldn't be so bad. I did this yesterday, but the inside of the houses are what's going to kill me right now. I really don't want to do that, especially when I have to talk to Kent the whole time. Things haven't changed much since I've been gone. Nice to know you lost your eyes during the war. Except we have a new farmer in town. That's what you noticed out of everything that happened? Why are you even standing over here? I've never seen him there before. He's probably confused from all the sweet gem berries. Right, that was a painful process thanks to NPCs. Now I gotta do the inside of the buildings. Even the library feels really big right now. Look at all these seeds I have to grow. And it's the library. I just wanted to unload really quick. I had about 2 rows full of sweet gem berries, mostly gold quality, so yep, I'm pretty rich after this. Oddly enough, the saloon was undone. I don't know why that happened. Of all the buildings, it was the saloon to do it, but that's okay because I have to manually grow these anyway. It really doesn't make much of a difference because it's already replanted. Now I just got to do the painful process of this. That's the beach, also done. Done the entirety of town, inside and out. Still got to do the sewers, the mutant bug layer. Let's take a look at the forest. This will be a nice big area. Lots of seeds to collect here. In fact, before I start doing this, I'm going to need another farmer's lunch because I'm probably running out of time. And no, I didn't forget about the casino. I think it's about time we get this over with. The sewer and the mutant bug layer are probably the biggest areas I have to manually grow, but they're also the last areas I have to do, so that's a light at the end of the tunnel. What a truly enjoyable process that is. The final area. It's so big that the screen even scrolls, and I'm really not looking forward to this part. Someone remind me to never ever do this again. Interestingly, it does want to harvest all of the ones here where the fibers grew back into them, and I don't know if there's anything I can really do about that. I guess I can clear the fiber. Does that work? Yep, that seems to work, so even more work for me. Yay! Starting to get dark out. Who'd have thought? Now let's quickly consult the map to see if there's any areas I missed. I got all of that. The secret woods, inside and out, the beach inside and out, town, carpenter's shop, everything. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's everything, so let's throw the remainder in the bin and break the game overnight because we'll see how much money we have. I just noticed the Pam fruit is unattended overnight because Pam has gone to bed, or more accurately, the saloon. Okay, there it is, the final sweet gem berries into the bin, and the crap from the mutant bug layer not going to be sold. So how much money does filling the entirety of Stardew Valley make you with sweet gem berries? And how long is it going to take to load this in? Probably quite a few minutes. Here it comes now. Other, it's a big shaky number because it's so big. I think it starts with a 9. That could be 99 million, which would be my guess because it probably wouldn't be 900 million. Every stack of gold quality sweet gem berries is worth 4,495,000, so we'll call it 4.5 million. I am going to manually add these up to see what we get. So the gold quality sweet gem berries by themselves are worth about 157 million gold. After carefully adding all of this up, the total value is 199,842,000 gold from a single harvest, which is kind of a shame because we didn't break the 200 million mark. And in case you're wondering how many sweet gem berries I had planted and grown, 46,748 sweet gem berries, worth a shade under 200 million. Well, there you have it, the most valuable possible crop in the game, grown in every possible location the game has to offer under optimal circumstances. I'm never doing this again, thanks bye.